Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So for today we're doing another client tutorial. She has such thick, like naturally thick eyebrows, and I love them so much because y'all know the Lord didn't really give me none. When I see people with really full eyebrows, I'm just like, oh my god, like I just love eyebrows. But to fill them in, I'm using the LA Girl, what is it called? The LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. To carve out her brows, I'm using the Kylie Jenner concealer in the shade Amber. I used to use like a small concealer brush to carve out my clients' eyebrows, but recently I've been trying like a bigger brush and it just gets the job done so much quicker. Like I'm just becoming so much more confident with doing eyebrows and really overall other people's faces, but really eyebrows, because I used to be so scared to do eyebrows. I feel like I used to do them so bad, but I've gotten so much better. I'm using this brush from Real Techniques to go ahead and blend out all of that concealer. So I don't know what happened to the footage of me actually priming her lids and like all of that, but I did prime with the exact same concealer, and then I picked up this burgundy shade out of my Huda Beauty Ruby palette, and I'm applying it with the E17 brush from Morphe. To blend it out, I'm picking up this orange shade from the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions palette, and I'm using the M506 brush, also from Morphe. I also went back and added some brown in her crease from that same Topaz palette. It's like the darkest brown that's in the palette. And then also I used a little bit of yellow from the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette to help me blend out the orange. And I also brought out the orange shade a little bit more. To cut her crease, I used the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Golden. It's pretty much the same color as the Kylie Jenner concealer that I used to carve out her brows, so you really could just use the same concealer, but I do feel like the Too Faced concealer was a bit thicker, which is why I chose to use that one. So I did grab that same Real Techniques brush from earlier to blend out the concealer. And then also on the exact same E17, I picked up some of that brown and that same burgundy shade from earlier to blend out the harsh line from the cut crease. Oh, also on an M506, I did grab some of that bright red out of the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palettes just to kind of brighten it a little bit. And for her lid on another M506, I did apply a nude shade. I'm not really sure which palette I grabbed this nude color from. You really can just pick up any nude eyeshadow. So after that, I went in with some Duo lash glue. Y'all, I have so many brushes that have lash glue in them. I need to have like a set of brushes that I apply glue and glitter with, because I feel like I always go back and mess up new brushes. But I just applied some Duo lash glue into her crease, and the glitter that I'm using is from J. La Rue Cosmetics. I actually use both glitter and pigment mixes because I realized when you mix the glitter pigment with the actual glitter, it just gives it like a whole different type of shine. Like, it just looks so good. I did do a wing liner. I don't think I did the wing at this point in the video, but I did add the actual liner, and then the lashes I applied were from Amazon. I do buy my lashes from Amazon in like bulks or packs, so if you want me to link those below, I will. So she did come with moisturizer on already, so I just went straight in with my Hydro Grip primer from Milk Makeup, and for foundation we're using the Maybelline Super Stay in the shade 127, which is Sand Beige. And to be honest, I feel like skin prep is more important than the actual foundation you use. I mean, foundation, the quality of the foundation does matter, but I really feel like skin prep is key, because I have some very expensive foundations that look just like the drugstore foundations, but I do really want to try NARS. I'm going to try it for myself, and then if I really like it, I'm going to invest and get NARS for my clients. So y'all know I also use Black Opal foundation sticks on myself to contour, so I also got some of those for my clients, so I'm just using that to contour her face. So for under her eyes, I ended up using the exact same Kylie Jenner concealer, because I did realize I didn't have a concealer that really was bright enough to brighten her eyes. So in the process, I really was just jotting down items and stuff I need to go get, because I actually do need to do makeup shopping. I think this is the first time that I actually need to go get some more makeup. So I used that, and I'm just using this brush also for Real Techniques. All of the brushes I used on her face are for Real Techniques, by the way. I'm pretty sure you guys know this because they all look the same as far as like the handles, but I just use these brushes to blend in all of her face makeup. And then to set her concealer under her eyes, oh, I didn't even say y'all, but I blended her under eye concealer with this sponge from Shop Miss A. I really love these little pink sponges because they have like a little tip on them where I can really get like in the corner of their eyes. But I did set her face with the Sister Cosmetics translucent powder. I just kind of had to depend on my translucent powder to kind of brighten her eyes, like I said, because I didn't have the right shade of concealer, but I'm definitely gonna make a Ulta run. Like, I really need to go to Ulta. So the bronze, I did use the Fenty bronzer in the shade Coconutty. It is, I could have went a little lighter on her bronzer, but y'all, just love bronzer. Like, bronzer, that's what brings the shape and the color back to the face. So I went a little heavy on her contour, but this is a dramatic look, so everything looks nice in the end. To blend out the powder, not to really blend, but to get rid of the powder under the eyes And wherever else I set, I used the exact same brush that I blended her foundation with. And of course, to contour her nose, I used the exact same bronzer. And I went in with some more of that translucent powder just to clean up her nose. So for underneath her eyes, this is the palette I was telling you guys about. I took some more of that dark brown and I also added some red on top to smoke out underneath her eyes. And then to apply this glitter, I used some more Duo Lash Glue. Now this glitter is, I think it's also from J. La Rue Cosmetics. It was a mixture of chunky and fine red glitter. For her bottom lashes, I just added some individuals from Ardell. To line her lips, I used this lip liner from Sis Star Cosmetics in the shade Cocoa. It's a really deep brown. Her actual lip color, this is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Cookie Butter. I use one lip brush to apply the color, then I go in with another one to actually help me blend. Highlighter today is from Fearless Faces. I looked in the little jar. I didn't see a name, but I just know it's gold. Like, it's like a pure gold, like a super gold color. I just went into my Juvia's Place Warrior palette and took that champagne shade right out of the center of the palette and applied that into her inner corners. I set her face with the Sis Star Cosmetics setting spray. I also added some blush from the Juvia's Place palette. I believe it's the Volume 1 palette, the lighter palette. I don't know why there's footage missing, but yeah, I definitely added some blush too. Alright, you guys, this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and make sure you are of course subscribed, and I will see you in my next one.